This video is presented by Western and Southern Financial Group, a game plan for your financial future. Every great team starts with a strong foundation, and your future should too. With life insurance built like a championship roster, Western and Southern helps protect what matters most so you can focus on winning today while planning for tomorrow. Whether you're just starting out your journey, building your dynasty, or ready to retire like a champion, Western and Southern has the right play for your life stage. Visit westernsouthern.com to get your free life insurance quote today. Western and Southern, built to win. Which brings us to the Super Bowl champions here with the Seattle Seahawks. When you look at their pending free agents, you look at a lot of guys in the secondary here. Kobe Bryant's a free agent. Tyreek Woolen, Josh Jobe. These guys are major playmakers and starters for them. Now, the good news is that for a Super Bowl champion, they got $59.6 million in effective cap space. That's the sixth most in the NFL. But even beyond those players in the secondary, Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker, upcoming free agent Rashid Shaheed, who they made a trade for at the deadline. Do you move on from him, or do you feel good about, hey, we got the addition that we needed to go win a ring? Are they going to continue to want to prioritize him on the roster? Boye Mafe is a pending free agent as well. But what do you think about this team, just the overall needs for them, and then some of those pending free agents there?
Yeah, you mentioned the amount of cap space is interesting because we don't often see Super Bowl champions with that much cap space to work with. I think the two guys that stick out to me are the first two guys you saw on that list. Number one, Kenneth Walker at running back. I think this is a team with as stacked with young talent as they are. I think this is a team with the luxury of being able to pay a running back like Walker, who just led the league in rushing grade and won a Super Bowl MVP. You can pay him for the duration of a 3 or 4 year contract at his age. I think that's going to be a big decision. Part of, Sam Darnold's success out here in Seattle is that they were able to run the football at the second highest rate in the NFL, and he's one of the best play action passers in the league, right? So Kenneth Walker proved in the playoffs he can be a workhorse with Zach Charbonnet out with the knee injury, and that's going to continue probably into next year. So you're going to need a starting caliber running back either way. Keeping Walker is their easiest path to getting that. And then I think Kobe Bryant's a really important player for this defense. Converted corner that moved to free safety, had a really good season back there with Julian Love. And the big thing there with keeping Bryant is that it allows Nicky Manwari to not have to move back. You can keep him in that pseudo linebacker nickel role without having to worry about moving him back to free safety and revamping the structure of Mike McDonald's defense. So I think those two guys would be the two priorities for me. And you mentioned it, we've done it so many times. The need at cornerback is there, obviously, but you've got flexibility with Devin Witherspoon. And then I think that pick in the late, number 32 actually, because they won the Super Bowl. That 32nd pick could go to a cornerback. So I think it's going to be, the secondary is going to be a big area of focus throughout the offseason. But the two guys on that list I'm trying to keep are Kenneth Walker and Kobe Bryant.
No, I agree with you completely. I think those are the two guys that I think you prioritize if you're this team. I think you're probably bringing back one of those two corners because you probably have the money to be able to do it. Maybe not both of them, but one of them. If push came to shove, I think you let Rashid Shaheed walk because he could get a pretty big bag on the open market, and you feel pretty good about having Torrey Horton as well and what he could grow into for that team. And then you let the end of the first round come to you as it will. Maybe that's at cornerback. Maybe you're making an upgrade on the interior offensive line. We talked about guard maybe needing upgrade for this team. So the Seahawks are in a really good spot to, like they did previously when they won their first Super Bowl, stay competitive and make a run at it again shortly after. So they're in pretty good shape, but I do think that bringing back Kobe Bryant and Kenneth Walker, like you said, strategically just give them the highest ceiling on both sides of the ball. So I'd expect those two guys to be prioritized.